All right, so for the rest of what you need to do, you'll need to come in and create what I would recommend as more wires. So if I come in and select this, I can go to create similar, and you want to join and switch these guys where you think it would be helpful. So like if I come in and join, say I want those two together, and then this one I want to be switched by the bed. So if they're on, they can turn them off by the bed, right? And I also want it to be switched by the door. So it would make more sense to have a switch here. So I'll pick this guy and create similar and put a switch here. Okay. And then create similar here and just connect this. Now, when I have something switch, when I have a series of lights switch to, there we go. When I have a series of lights switch to two switches, so they're controlled by two switches. These are actually three-way switches, so I could come in and switch them to three ways if I wanted to. Three-way means there's three ways that the wire or the circuit can be completed. It can be turned on by one switch, it can be turned on by the other switch, or it can be off, right? So that's a three states of being. That's why it's a three. So if you have it something controlled by three switches, that would be an S4. I tend to, in my electrical plans, no longer put the threes and fours and let the electrician figure out the pathing for that. You can do it if you want, but I tend to come in and just leave them with the singles, right? If you wanted a dimmer, right, you could go to the dimmer here, and it will have a D on it, right? So that would dim those lights. Or you could also, if you decided you didn't want it dimmed, you could match those, and it would be like that. Now, one of the things that you could also have is a switched outlet. And so if you have a separate power and communication plan from this one, then you'll need to switch it sort of to the wall and then note it in the power and communication plan. So let me go ahead and finish this guy up before I talk about that. So I come in here and finish that, and then I'm just hitting escape to stop the process, right? So I'm sure you get this by now, but and then maybe let's see, there's probably enough room here. All right, let's put this one there and create similar, and we'll just right. And then the last one will be these guys. Okay, so that's it for the switching. If you do have like an outlet on the wall, so let's say you have a switched outlet on this wall, and where would it be turned on from? Or let's say you have a switched out, just to make it easier. Let's say you have a switched outlet for the lights that you can turn on here. So I'll have another switch here. And then you could come and let's create similar and something like that. And you could just add a note that says to outlet. So if I go to annotate and text and uh, let's go to that guy and looks like I've got it at the right one. And we'll do this and we'll just add a note that says switch outlet. Let's edit that type and make the arrow close 20-degree like everybody else. Okay, so I think that should get you pretty far. You can ask me questions about anything else.